Hi, I'm Andrea Barreda and today I'm going to read Cinderella. Once upon a time, a girl named Cinderella lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters. The poor girl had to work all day long, having to wake up each morning when it was still dark and cold to start a fire. The ashes and cinders by the fire made everyone call her Cinderella. One day, big news came to town. The king and queen were throwing a ball because the prince was looking for a bride. All of the young ladies in town were excited and looked for the very best gowns so they could attract the prince. At Cinderella's house, she now had extra work to do. She had to make them brand new gowns for her stepsisters. "Faster!" shouted one stepsister. "You call that a dress?" said the other. "Oh dear," said Cinderella. "When can I?" The stepmother marched into the room. "When can you what?" "Well," said the girl, "when will I have time to make my own dress?" "You?" yelled the stepmother. "Who said you were going to the ball?" The stepsisters replied with laughter. Soon after, a carriage went to pick everyone up except Cinderella, who was left crying. "I wish I could go to the ball." And as soon as she said that, a fairy appeared in front of her. "Who are you?" "Why, your fairy godmother, of course. I know your wish and I have come to grant it," said the fairy in front of her. With one tap of her magic wand, Cinderella was now clean and using a beautiful blue gown. Another tap created an amazing carriage with a driver and 4 white horses. Cinderella was only astonished looking at the beautiful things that the fairy godmother has done for her. "All of this lasts only till midnight. Tonight, at the stroke of the clock, it will all be over," warned the godmother after sending her off to the castle. Over at the ball, the prince did not know what to think or do. He was bored out of his mind because none of the girls were able to catch his eye. "Look," someone pointed out the front door. "Who is that?" All heads turned. "What's that lovely maiden stepping down the stairs?" She held her head tall, looking as if she belonged, but no one knew her. "There is something about her," said the prince to himself. "I will ask her to dance." They talked, danced, and laughed the entire night. Cinderella was having so much fun, ignoring all the jealous glances from the other princesses, only focusing by the prince as both of their hearts beat for one another. That was until the first sound of the clock alerted her. "It is almost midnight. Why does that matter?" said the prince. "I must go," said Cinderella, running down the stairs in order for the prince not to see her like that. "Please stop for a moment, we just met," said the prince. But she could not hear him because of how loud the clock was being. She just fell off a glass slipper while running through the stairs, and nothing more. "Wait!" called the prince one last time as he picked up the glass slipper. "This is all I have left of her," he said, looking down at the glass slipper. He saw that it was made of in a special way, to fit a foot like none other. "Somewhere there is another glass slipper, and I will find her this way," he said, excited. From house to house, the prince went on, looking for any way to find the princess, but none of the young women who tried to put on the glass slipper were the one, because it didn't fit any of them. At last, the prince came to Cinderella's house. "He's coming!" called one stepsister as she looked at the window. "Quick!" yelled the stepmother. "Get ready. One of you must be the one who fit your foot in the slipper, no matter what." The prince knocked, and the stepmother answered the door. "I have 2 lovely daughters for you to see." Both of them tried to put the glass slipper, and both with no avail. "Are there any other young women in the house?" "None that matter." "Then I must go." But then appeared Cinderella, saying, "Maybe there is one more." "I told you to go back to your room," said the stepmother. But the prince did not listen to her and went to give her the glass slipper. Cinderella stepped up to him and showed him out of her pocket the glass slipper as it fitted perfectly. "I knew it! You are the one!" "What?" shouted the stepsister. "Not here!" screamed the other one. "This cannot be!" yelled the stepmother. But it was too late. The prince knew that Cinderella was the one. He looked into her eyes. He did not see the cinders in her hair, only the beautiful woman standing right in front of her. "I have found you," he said. "And I found you," said Cinderella. And so, Cinderella and the prince were married, and they both lived happily ever after. The end.